Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today we're taking a look at FlangeII. It's a Rob Jackson app, so you know it's good and it's bloody cheap. So let's ouch. Hello, welcome to the show. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And of course, oh no, I don't have my Zoom thing set up because I had camera issues last night. So let's do it right about now. Hope you're doing okay. No, it's not working. Where's it going? What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the show. I was just about to kick off the show and I got a parcel delivered. Look at this. Don't show your address. Look at this. This just got delivered at 7:55 in the morning. Thanks, Temu. Let's open it up before we get into the show. What is it? Ooh, look at this. This is something I ordered called the Chocolate Plus by AUv3. There you go. This is a Bluetooth controller, it looks like. And how do you open it without damaging everything? Very exciting. These things look really cool. Do I give a shit about the packaging? Really? Let's hijack the show. Just open it. Who cares? Whatever. It's not going back. It only costs like $30. Oh, it's got a cheap Chinese cable in it. There we go. You get a little cable. Boom. Get some instructions, toilet paper. And, whoa, look at that. Look at that little thing right there. Look how small it is. It's pretty cute. Hey? So I got this because I was looking for a foot switch for ages. And it's completely Bluetooth, USB-C, USB-A. And they're about $30 from Temu or AliExpress. And I just saw heaps of people reviewing them saying that they're pretty cool. So, yeah. The Chocolate Pro or something it's called. Chocolate Plus. There you go. So I can't wait to try this out. We'll probably do a review of it at some time. But just got delivered. It's got this very annoying sticker here on the side. Let's get rid of that. That looks ugly. Manufacturer's bullshit. There you go. So, but we'll talk about this at another stage because today we're here to talk about our good friend Rob Jackson, who's here as always, about Flangell. Man, people got upset about me saying the word flangel. It's flangy. It's II, but it looks like flangel. That's the joke. Listen, folks, you got to laugh. The world is you know what I mean? The world's crazy. Look at what's going on today. Woo! It's a lot of shit going on. So you got to have a laugh, and music is full of laughter. It always has been. As Rob said it in the chat before, you know what I'm saying? You got to have fun. You got to try and keep your spirits up and do what you can to keep enlightened and joyful and all that kind of stuff in the world that is very quickly flying out of control. And I'm just doing a quick search here. So it's FlangeII with 2 I's, yes? Just so you know, but it looks like Flangell. And it is very cheap. $1.99 as always with Rob's apps. So very, very, very cheap. And we'll get into it in a second. But let's say hello to the people who are joining us live because, you guys are here. And if I ignored you, that would be silly. If I go right up the topic, Ed B. Metal, Thomas Christ, of course, Rob Jackson's in the house. We've got Forrest of the Wolf, Leela. We have people. I saw Hugh Caldwell. G'day, Ed B. Metal. What's going on? Country Walking, Jamie Lynn. G'day. And let's see. In my eyes. Hey, if you'd like to join the Patreon, this is where we do the giveaways, yeah? So there's the link. Join the Patreon. The same people win every week almost. No, they don't. We have a great community over the Patreon. And if you don't know, we help over at the Patreon with the apps we give away. There we go. Let me put this back up here. We run these childish races every week with speedboats and horses and everything, and everybody goes in on the race, and it's completely random, and it's a barrel of fun. The music's always great on those races. If you're a patron, you know what I'm talking about. So don't be afraid. Join the Patreon. It's a good community, and you can get your songs mastered for $1 a month. Yeah, and because we're in Songtember, so if you want to get your songs mastered, throw me $1 for a month on Patreon. You can send me your song, I'll master it. too bloody easy. Hello, Mateusz Ski. Let's see anyone else. I'm missing. Jerry Gomes is here. Hope you're doing well, Jerry. Hope everyone's doing well. Everyone's so sick at the moment, me included. I'm still doing the lem sips, man. Yeah. Lem sips. I'm really enjoying lem sips for the last 5 days. They're delicious. Good stuff. Pete Johns is partying always, no matter what. Even at funerals, Pete Johns is there. G'day, party people. There he is. Pete Johns. Hello. I'm trying to keep the spirits up today. You know what I'm saying? I always search Jade Start as well. It's for some reason, lamb sips. Yeah, I'm drinking the juice of lamb. That's what I'm doing. All right, stop being a dick and let's get into this. Thank you for hanging out with us. Lemon sips. They're like got chemicals in them and they make you apparently feel well. I sometimes do recreational lem sips even when I don't have a cold. Oh man, I know, isn't it good? Have you done a line of them? Straight up the nose. Ooh, beautiful stuff. Lem sips. Can't go wrong with a bloody lem sip, can you? What is a bloody flanger? What's a FlangeII? What's a Flangell? Well, we're going to talk about it right now. Flange, it's an audio effect. It's been around for a really long time. How do you do it? You mix two signals together, identical signals, and you put a little delay between them, gradually changing the period, and usually about 20 milliseconds, something like that. And this produces a sweeping comb effect. Yeah, you've heard it. You've probably heard it a million times. It can be done on drums, guitars, synths, basses, you name it. You can throw it on bloody strings, whatever you like. That's what it does. The peaks and notches are produced in the resulting frequency spectrum related to each other in linear, or you'll see not only in linear, because this app does it a little bit different, a harmonic series, yeah? It has an interesting story, the history of the flange, because there's debate over who invented it, of course. Les Paul is one person. Some people say it's in the 1940s and 50s. Other people say it's earlier. There's a debate exactly where it came about. Some people say it was, some people say 50s and 60s. But the one thing you can agree on is it was discovered accidentally, like most interesting effects, yeah, that you hear these days. Like a lot of famous compressors and stuff were you founded, or effects were used by a compressor by hitting a button, and this thing happened that's not supposed to happen, and now it's a popular effect. It was used by John Lennon for vocals, yeah. So we'll throw it on some vocals today and all that kind of jazz. And this thing is only $2, as I said. Ooh, matron. You know, this is the thing with music too, and this is the thing, we're talking about humor at the start of the show. Happy accidents, right? The minute you get too serious about music and everything's got to be on the line and everything is the minute that you become Suno, right? So you got to have that accidental, the mistakes, the vocal mistakes, the lines that don't go right together when you do double tracking of vocals. And that's what creates the moments in songs that have made songs historically amazing that we can't ever let go of. And that's why a lot of modern music these days is like, you hear it, it's straight in, it's straight out. You don't fucking remember it because it's so robotic. Probably why AI is doing so well in amongst the plebs out there who just want to listen to something that makes them feel good in a world that continuously is telling them that they're shit. Denise, hello to you. I hope you're doing well. Country Walking says, I love flanging talk. It's got good vibrations, apparently. You like flanges, do you? I think everybody likes a little bit of flange, don't they? Yes. Remember to flange that like button. All right. I'm talking nonsense, aren't I? That's what I do here. So, again, $1.99 can be found on the iOS App Store. Works on iPhone, works on iPad, and works on Le Macaroon. So, you can use this on all of those devices. And Apple's got new phones coming. How good is that Air device? Wow. You know what? Thanks to those who came along and viewed my live stream yesterday to the event, the Apple event, I've had some people tell me it was like no other watch along they've ever seen. And 2,000 views on that video. And yeah, it was one of the streams of all time, wasn't it? In fact, I had to go back and watch the event again so I could pay attention to what actually happened. And boy, those iPhone Airs are really crap, aren't they? Wow. Ooh, man, shit. All right, I'm getting diverted again. Let's open up a little project we've got going on here. I've got Euclidean. We got a little Analogia. We got a little Analogia. We got a little Ocedia and Ocedia. We've got the new pop drummer that has been fixed, yes, and the in-app purchase is now available. So we're going to throw it on these drums here, and we got a little extra track here. I'm going to hit play, and we'll play through this thing. Let's open up some flanges. Oh, they all disappeared. No, oh, these ones are working. There we go. Hey, look at that. Look, I made a pattern. Isn't that cool? I made a pattern. Oh, now I can't see what I'm doing. All right, we'll just leave them like that. So, I made a little pattern. I'm cool. I've got a guitar in my hand too, yeah? So, yeah, they ditched the subscription plan for Pop Drummer. I'll be covering that on Friday here on the channel if you're interested in that. Oh, get some flange action already. All right, let's hit play. Let's do this. Shut up, Jade. All right, we'll let that go away. We'll let it fade out. Yeah, look, for Van Halen and flangers, you know, there's a lot of artists you can attribute to the flange. A lot, even in not only music, in other industries as well. Well, that's what we try and do here, Ed. Always just a little quickie at the start of the show. Little quickie, let's kill this, and we'll open up some things. I'm going to start off today doing something a bit different. We're going to throw it on some vocals to start off with. Why not? Because I've not in the mood to make some noise with my voice. Why not? So we're going to set this up to our Mini Fuse 1. Yeah. There we go. We've got some vocals there. We've got some sound. Let's bring in our flange. Hey, Tremor Bear. What's happened? Ooh, hey. Hey. And I'm going to quickly, ooh, hello. Oh. So here is my naked voice, completely naked. And we're going to turn it on. And we'll go straight to like a series. Oh, yeah. How's that? And one of the things about flanges on vocals, whenever I hear one on vocals, I think of John Lennon straight away because he used it a lot, man. Absolutely used it a lot. Yep. Yeah. You got a bunch of presets in here. Oh, yeah. Hello, Doug Kidder. Oh, yeah. And you can create chorus kind of effects from this as well, too, as you can hear. Oh, yeah. Some people, actually, their microphones sound like this and they don't mean it to sound like that. And you'll know why that happens is normally when they're performing, and they've got their mic set up and they're singing into it, it's running through, however it's running through, and they're getting some kind of feedback through. So it creates that double tracking effect. And because it's slightly delayed a little bit, that's how you get that flange effect. People get it naturally without even using the effect. Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches and black masses. Evil minds of blunt destruction. There you go. You want some Ozzy Osbourne? There you go. In the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning, death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed mind. There you go. So, it sounds rad on vocals, as you can hear. Beautiful for that kind of stuff. You got no... Sharon's taken down my channel. I'll probably get a claim for it, but maybe not. There's a bit of gap in between there. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Whatever. I'm kind of tired of playing the game with YouTube at the moment. And today, you know, YouTube's a bit of a pain in the neck sometimes. Anyway, we'll leave this track here and we'll load up another one. What shall we put in here? I'm going to throw in some strings first. We'll put in some strings, keep it simple for now, and then we'll talk about where everything is, yeah? So I'm going to load up, we'll load up a symphonic, and we'll find some simple strings in here. If I scroll, I can probably find symphonic strings. Let's do keywords, we'll do strings. La la la, and we should get some expressive orchestra. No, that's not what I want. We want strings and trumpet strings. Let's put there they are, symphonic strings 2, and we'll throw in a there we go. So just to make it easy, so I can run through all the controls, throw in a MIDI track and quickly a scaler. Find some some orchestral chords or something. Send that out there. Come over here. Bush, bish, bosh, bang. And what have we got? Some movie themes, or let's just do musicals and theatre. Oh yes, yes. Oh yes. Ah. Oh, that'll be fine. There we go. Put that on repeat. And we're ready to go. Throw a bit of flangey on there. So, if you did watch my episode on Flangell, see what I did there? On Phasal. Good old Phasal, remember Phasal? Very similar controls in here as well. In fact, it's virtually the same thing. presets over here, controls at the top, presets over here, a nice little help thing. There you go. You can scroll down, come back. You got your little help. You got a default setting over here. Tap it, and it just flicks everything back to default. You got to randomize. So if we jump to our controls and click randomize, you'll see you'll get something special every single time. And if you want to bring it back to default, click there and you'll bring back to default. Let's hit play and get some random stuff. So really good for not only like creating the standard tropes of flanging, right? But for really lo-fi, warbly, broken tape. Like that. That's really delicious. Yes, Faisal is in a nursing home. There you go. This is like if aliens took over a symphony orchestra. But what's really cool about the flanger as well too, on something like this, you don't have to go that extreme to create, to use the LFO on there to get that warble. Really good for thickening. I mean, that's one of the reasons John Lennon used a flange on his voice, was it was a kind of lazy way to double vocals. You know what I mean? And it's the same effect people use these days with slightly pitch shifting, that kind of thing. So you can, there's a multiple amount of uses you can do with the flanger. All right. Just a word of warning I want to tell everybody too. If you want some advice from me, I'm just going to give you some free. Don't ever do this. Get up at 2 a.m. in the morning, do a 3.5 hour live stream covering an Apple event, okay? And then do another stream where you do an app, and then an hour later do another stream. Because by about midnight last night, Jade was bonkers. Ask Russ. Yes, you can turn one off in series, and you've got a super simple flanger. That is the way we go. So let's look at these controls here. So you can turn this on and off up the top here. Active turns both of them off, so regardless, nothing. Turn it on, you're going to get stereo, 2 independent flangers, 1 left and right channel, LFOs, 90 degrees. So now we can control each of these. And just so you can see, you've got FlangeI and FlangeII, and II. That's why it's called FlangeI. Get it? See, there's 1 and 2. There you go. So these are independent of themselves, especially as Rob says here. Where do you say it? If you turn this into into series, there, turn it off like so. Turn this one off. Where are we? Off. Now we're just getting this flanger up here. Then we can introduce number 2. Yes, buy 1, get 2 free. So obviously when our stereo is on, you're getting both of them. Now they have modes as well. So let's just focus on one of them. We'll go into series, make sure this one's off. We have a rate here for the LFO. It's virtually an LFO, yeah. And then the depth. You should start to hear it warble. Goes all the way up to 5 hertz. How nice is that? We're in. Yeah, I got there. There's nothing worse than that. You think you've done it, but you haven't. So along the top here, we've got the active off and stereo. I'll read these out. So it's the same as the other. So stereo, 2 independent flanges, a left and right channel. LFO is 90 degrees out of phase for stereo effect. The parallel, which is the next section here, always reminds me of the parallel bars from the Pink Panther Strikes Again. I remember 2 independent stereo flanges for the incoming audio, which are then summed together at the output stage. Yeah. So for each of the 4 flanges are 90 degrees out of phase. 4 or 2? Stereo effect. Determined with width control. We get down there as well in a minute. And then you have the series, which is 2 independent stereo flanges with FlangeI processing the incoming audio and then pass through into FlangeII for double helping of flangey goodness at the output stage. So let's turn both of those on in series. Go with the flow farm. Hello. Have I missed anyone who's in the chat? Dell, g'day. Oh, what's going on, Dell? If I've missed you, you know the deal. I'm demoing. So we're in series at the moment, which means the input is going into here and then into there and then out. So I'll flick between the 3. This is parallel now. Now stereo, independent. So just so you know the controls, but we'll get down to other sounds in a second. And both of these independent flanges have their own modes. So think of these as like low impact, yeah? 1, 2, and as you go up to 4, you're going to get a higher amount, a more intense flange. So you can see jumping between from 4 to 1. Still intense because of the settings I have at the moment. Set it back to default so it can focus on the below section. So this section down here, this is for universal controls for the width. Pull it all the way down and you're going to get mono, stereo, width. I'm pretty sure it goes down to mono when you pull it down. Sounds like it. Maybe not. It's wider. And the thing is, with these intensities from 1 to 4, this is all under the hood magic. It's stuff you're not allowed to know about. It's secret business from Rob Jackson. He's made a pact with the devil. You're not allowed to know about it, but it sounds good, right? That's the way it works. So deal with it. We've got a drive. So you want to add a bit of crunch and not go too far and like add a distortion or whatever. Just to filth it up. And of course you have a mix dial here. Yeah. So yeah, with that one, for the width that goes from super wide stereo down to monophonic. It's kind of like a tap distortion. That's what you're going for. Well, it's very gritty. Gives it nice grit there. It sounds nice on a bass, I tell you. We run a tape. Let's run through some of these presets on this and then we'll chuck it on some guitar next. This is a vintage mono crunch. Deluxe electric affair. The broken stereo tape machine. Some wide parallel rotary wobble. Subtle series choral flange. Choral is the distant cousin of phasal. And the classic metallic sweep, man. This would sound wicked on drums. It does, doesn't it, Trevor Bear? You know what? Absolutely. $1.99. Should have already bought it. I like this one. This one sounds nice. The dark side of the flange. Sounds nice on the guitar, let me tell you. And you've got the other option here to randomize as well as the button up here. So it's up to you how you want to randomize. Okay, we've heard enough of that, haven't we? We've heard enough of that sound. Let's grab a guitar, set up a channel here. Input 2, please. Of course, I'm going to put Rhino on here. If you didn't know, I purchased Rhino for Pete. Was it yesterday or the day before? And Pete's got Rhino now. You wait. He's going to be producing Cannibal Corpse tracks faster than you can believe. Pete's been frothing to do a Cannibal Corpse cover. Haven't you, Pete? And now he's got Rhino. Fucking happy days. Oh. I'll grab the acoustic as well, because our flanger sounds pretty nice on an acoustic as well, if I do say so myself. So we got it on here already. This is the clean tone. Now let's throw on a bit of flangel. Flangell, I did it again. Oh. Yeah, so if you've ever wanted to do the Pantera, yeah, exactly why I did it, Ed. Very Pantera right there. Man, these presets sound really good. Listen how heavy that is. So again, this is the point of it. Like it's not only do you get that chorusy effect, you get that kind of doubling. So this one's a thick, sweeping, thick kind of chorus. How's that go? Pink Floyd? The green second scene. Don't get a copyright claim. Sounds nice, eh? Faith No More use that. What is that song that they do that has that? Dun, dun. That's Epic, yeah? That is exactly the flange that they use in Epic. That's the solo. Let's get an acoustic guitar on here as well too, because it's going to sound really sweet on there. And in the meantime, I'm going to run an ad because we need to do that. So every day we run an ad, run it at the same time, so everyone gets one at the same time and all that stuff. So I'll run it. You may or may not get one, and we'll see if you do, see if you don't. If you do, tell us what it is. Tell us if it's anything that's anything that you're interested in. Like, is it like taxing? Is it for your taxes? Or what is it? You want it all, but you can't have it. Let's grab this. And super professional show here, isn't it? Yeah, look, a flange is made for an acoustic guitar. Electric. Hey. Oh, give it to me one more time. Sexy. Are we in tune? I think so. Hear that? Throwing a bit of fucking reverb on there as well, eh? You know what I'm saying? A bit of reverb on there. Give it a reverb, bit of out tether. Why not? Let's bring this down, bring this up. Let's do it. Let's try another preset on here. I'm going to go with this thick stereo chorus. Sound nice? I think it sounds beautiful. You want to go batshit crazy as well, you can. Yeah, what are they? And I don't have I have Apple YouTube Premium, so I've not seen them. Let's bring this mode down a little bit. You get the idea? Sounds pretty nice. I dig it. Shall we? Well, you know we're going to put on some drums now, so let's do that. The satisfying sound of pulling out of the guitar. Jesus Christ, you lot. Mine's in the toilet, I tell you. So let's. I'm going to use Drum Computer for this. Even though we got Pop Drummer there, but just a bit more fascinating sounds from this. Shivers. Sorry about that. Oh, we've even got some strings to go there as well too, so that's cool. That's cool. It's hard to get a good acoustic tone recorder. Yeah, look, just aim the microphone at that bloody 12th fret and you're good. Aim it at the bloody 12th fret. Don't aim it at the fucking hole. That's what she said. Oh. Flange. Scott Kid 64, what's going on? We're about to add some flange. Aren't we? Boom tish, it's all happening. Let me find a random drum sound in here. What do we got? Nah. Nah. I've changed my mind. I would just go with something simple because I'll tell you what's really simple. Just using Hammerhead because it's not going to have all the fancy shit. All the fancy shit. Fancy pants. Yeah, 2 mics. Cold Acre got a really good mic setup. He got those 2 Rode mics. That is the way you do it. I wish Cold Acre would do a video on that stuff. What do we find in here? Let's grab a simple preset from here, something that's not too complicated. There we go. It's pretty easy. Don't have to think about it. The thing is with a flange on drums, I really think it makes them pop a little bit more. Yeah, just makes it a little bit more vibrant in there, in that mix. You get that little chorusing kind of sound going on. And it never sounds too crazy unless you make it crazy. But even when you do that, you can get some really interesting sounds out of it. Well, that's the thing, Ed. That is the thing, Ed. YouTube currently, at the moment, is trying to follow Twitch a lot. And speaking of, what a great segue. Because, believe it or not, folks, tomorrow, me and my great friend, Pete Johns, are going to be doing a rant talking about all of the new stuff that YouTube's doing that's really fucking annoying and good. And I have a huge list, and I hope Pete has a list as well, because it's a thing. So come and join us for that tomorrow for the rant. Yeah, it is. It's like an exciter. It just makes it pop a little bit. You're not going to get that same thing that you get on a guitar at all. Let's add some grit to it. Yeah, so you can dirty this up a little bit. I said this earlier, this classic metallic sweep will sound good on drums. You hear that? Wicked. Let's take it out of the mix. Just gives it some zest, a bit of a vroom. Makes it taste delicious like your grandma's cooking. So if you wonder what this setup is, the depth up to 100 and both these rates are just a little bit off from each other, 15, 17. You could add some drive in there to really crisp it up, make it a bit more, you know, like a meal you're going to remember. There we go. Bring it down a bit. we're playing? AUv3. So we'll take a moment. Ain't it though, Pete? Ain't it? Fucking, oh man. He just keeps giving us the bargains of the app. So let's throw on a baseline as well. We need some bass. I'm just going to use, for now, for this, just to wrap up, we've got 9 minutes. I'll use, we'll use iFretless because there's like a heavy picking bass in here, I think. Aggressive finger style. And we can just come over here, select the scaler, double tap, hold down, copy scaler there. And then what you do is you just change this out from iSymphonic over to fretless bass, hit the perform button up the top, and then go and find some bass lines. And this should be cool. Go over here, basses. We'll just go with the common bass. Oh, hang on. We got a rock bass. Why not? Let's see how that sounds. Yeah. We'll check a flanger on here as well. Yeah, listen to that. Now you notice, again, it gives it that little chorusy effect, but again makes it pop. I'm going to go with this mono crunch. So we've got the second flange off. Give it a bit of drive. So it's a bit filthy. And we're going to bring it all together now, aren't we? We got vocals. Wow. It's all happening. Throwing some Altether. Got a guitar. You ready to rock? Whoa. Go. You get the idea. What a banger. Another $1.99 app from Rob Jackson. Throw it on anything you bloody like. It's flange fucking tastic. Oh, look at this. Great minds, eh, Rob? Happy days. You want to know more? Let me tell you a little bit more. I'll scooch out of here. I got to save this project. I should always save these things because they're fun. We'll just call it Rob's Flange. And if you're watching this on the replay and you're about to write something really angry, relax, man. Seriously. It's okay. Things will be all right. Rob's Flange. Man, people get so upset. Anyway, so Very impressive, isn't it indeed, Hugh Caldwell? If you want to know, there it is. Here's the price. It's $1.99. Like most of Rob's apps. Look at these babies down here. You got such a selection of apps. Are you ready? Look. Flangy, phasey, poly delay, gate verb, simple EQ, leveler 2, analog EGR, analog EGR. Look at the prices of them all. $2.99, $3.99, $2.99. They're all so cheap. It's ridiculous. Analog XR, analog GR, analog XR, Splashbox, Bitclip, Quad Delay, Panduelay, Fake Take, AU Delay, Leveler, Dim. He loves his naming. I swear to God, I reckon Rob sits there giggling his tits off making up these names. Low Fifi, Low Fi FX. You don't get how much exactly. You're like the rest of us. Who wants to go out? Look at the world, man. OK Corral, Wobulator, Waverly Tables, all the old apps that he's got too. So these are available. Waverly XL. Don't overlook these babies. The Waverly XL, the Waverly Tables, these things are beautiful synths. And then you got all the Moodscaper stuff too. Not all of them are AUv3 and all that, but they're bloody good fun. You good? Everyone good? You're all having a happy day? Because guess what? Your day's going to get a lot happier because who's up next? Oh, yeah, it's bloody Pete Johns. Is it Pete Johns? No, it's Thomas Christ. What day is it? Who am I? Hello. Oh, anyway, Thomas Christ is up and he's doing his continuation of You Rock. Well, guess what? He plays Your Most Rockin' Music and you're going to want to be there because your music is probably being played and you get to hear other people's music, support people, tell people they rock. And that's what it's all about, uplifting people, having a laugh, good times, because there's enough misery and sadness in the world. And by the way, I got something new and cool to play with. Yeah, exciting stuff. Pete will be dropping his gang vocals. I got to finish the drums for Pete's song. Why not? You're all sick of Pete's song by now. I'm just going to go out and play it for fun, just to go out with Pete's Song Timber song. I've been working on the drums for it, and we'll go out with it. Pete's going to drop the file so everyone can do the gang vocals. Pete's inviting everybody to get involved and record gang vocals on this bloody song right here. Let's do it. Let's mute Anders. Let's do my drums and let's get into it. This is Pete's track, a work in progress. No, that's another song.
I think the majority of people don't enjoy the majority
See you
of
later,
the time
guys.
they spend making music.
You would think.
You're wrong. Sucker.
I see you, Thomases. Let's go.
Got a lot to say, where do I start? Coming at us with your artificial heart. You say we shouldn't bother to create when you're stealing from the very people you hate. Trust the robots, they always got your back. You push the algorithms, they're about to crack. Your machines are holding all of the cards. Creating music is just too hard.
It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of practice. You need to get really good at an instrument or really good at a piece of production software. It's not really enjoyable to make music now.
Music is joy, and music is pain, but music is real, and music is life. Hey, 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 you don't talk for me.